Hello, it's good to be with you, and I hope you're all in fine fettle and ready for another exciting adventure around the sun. This is not so much of a musing this time, rather I'm going to tell you about a download I've been receiving which I've begun to work with, and it's helping to bring lost fragments of self back to the core. So I wanted to explain the process, and I think you're going to find it interesting. As a child, for instance, when we experience a traumatic event in an unsafe home, we haven't yet gained the experience and understanding to process it all. And sometimes it can be so horrific. The survival response for the child is to fragment and emotionally separate until it can understand and release the painful emotions. This is where we can help by bringing the safety of a parent and the understanding that the child has been waiting for, especially as it is this aspect that takes over when something in our lives triggers the unresolved emotions. So at these times the parent self must step in and bring the reassurance the confused child needs. And this way we invite and encourage the fragmented child back home. It feels as though there's an as above, so below theme to all of this. So for me to explain, we're going to have to alternate between linear and non-linear thinking. Okay, so my now self is also aware of an inner child and a higher self. And it has always been now from all of these perspectives. So it appears the three may exist simultaneously in the same now moment, except in different dimensions. So this suggests a non-linear reality. To clear blockages, I first have to identify when and where they begun. I take the consciousness of my here now self into the moment with compassion and hold presence and transmit all my love and understanding, while the suppressed emotions are gradually released in layers. So I have to work steadily and patiently. The fun begins when we experience the expansion and feel the potentials it has. Each aspect is an equal and essential teacher to the others. They're one and the same. So all consciousness can be transmitted interdimensionally to each of the other points. And I reckon we have to play around and experiment with the concept to know the greater extent of it. This is just touching the surface, but if you can take anything from it, I invite you to subscribe and leave the video a like to support the message. Also, share it out so that someone else can benefit, and I thank you. Add this to your spiritual toolbox and let's co-create a wider expansion within the collective. Until next time, when I'll be back with more musings from the woodlands.